Hello, this is BlastZone, the lead developer of BlastZone 2. This is the first in a series of videos that I'll be releasing to showcase all the brand new weapons and features and abilities in this game that have been released for the weapons DLC that has now been released for free on Steam and Android. So here, let's start this up. I'm going to be using the Blitz game mode to show off these abilities, since this mode allows you to start with all your entire weapon loadout unlocked from the start. I'll go into more detail of these different game modes in later videos, but for now we will start this up. I'm going to be using the pilot difficulty so things aren't too crazy, and for this video I'll be going over the ship called the Phalanx. It's called the Phalanx because of its signature attack, which is the force field, and the actual stats of the ship haven't changed since before the update, but considering the way that the nature of the stats, having high armor and with a slight speed reduction, I kind of repurposed the ship to be a melee style fighter. So it's very good in short and medium range, but not very good for long range. So it's really neat for kind of changing the way the style of gameplay you can use, and to vary it up from all the other ships in the game. So I'll be going over all the weapons in detail when we start up. But it pretty much starts with a power burst, which is a kind of a short-range shotgun attack, and a bunch of cluster shots that are essentially mid-range explosion shots. Alright, so let's start this up and see it in action. Alright, so first you'll see the power burst really rips these enemies to shreds in short range, just takes them out in one shot, really. And then at medium range, for these really weak enemies there, it spreads out decently to take out a whole bunch of enemies at mid-range there, as you can see. Alright, so first I'll show the first level of charge, which is the exploder shot there. So it takes out a whole cluster of enemies at once within the blast radius. So it is very useful for medium range combat. So next I will go over the full charge version, which is the cluster shot 1. So as you can see, it fires 3 different explosion shots there, and has a much wider range of explosion radius. See, so I can take out a whole lot more enemies at once. Now, each individual explosion does do slightly less damage than the regular exploder shot. But considering that there are 3 of them there, it adds up a whole lot more, and it does a whole lot more damage. And also, for bosses and things like that, you can actually line it up so that the overlap of the explosions both hit the boss. So it does actually an increased amount of damage if you can place it well. So next I'm going to activate hyper mode, and then show off the rapid fire cluster shots here and the rapid fire power bursts. So it does quite a bit more damage. And I will continue it in the next wave. So we'll get this hyper mode charged up again, activate it here. You see the rapid fire power burst really rips apart the enemies right in front of you. Does quite a bit of damage. But now I'll activate the force field, and I can take out all these ships, see, without me taking any damage, and just intentionally just ramming right into them. So it's very useful both for offensive and defensive strategies, and I could use it to make sure I take no damage from any bullets that try to hit me. See, these bullets just go right through me. And then you can also use it for the enemies themselves, both offensively and defensively. So it's a lot of fun being able to attack this way, just intentionally ramming into your enemies. Alright, so those are all the weapons in the Phalanx ship, the Phalanx ship's loadout. And with this update out and available to the public, I hope you try out this ship, as well as the others that I'll be showcasing in later videos. And again, this is BlastZone for the new BlastZone 2 Weapons DLC update that is now available on Steam and Android. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you look forward to videos in the future and try out this brand new DLC that's been released.